All right, so what we are going to do today is a warm-up specifically for tennis. Really, you can use it for anything, but this is a warm-up for tennis. You can also use these exercises and stretches that we do in here just on a daily basis just to feel looser and just more loose and just decompress your body, relieve some of the tension in the body. All right, so with this, we are going to start out with the feet and the ankles. Then we're going to slowly work our way all the way up the body. All right, so the first one we're going to do is having to do with the ankles. You really want to have some loose ankles because tennis really requires you to move a lot. So you're moving side to side, front to back, you're doing some cutting, things like that. You really want to make sure that your ankles are nice and loose. So the first one we're going to do is toes are on the ground and we're doing rotations, all right? Just like this, we're doing rotations. I would suggest you do at least 10 going this way and then 10 going the other way. Obviously more will not hurt, but at the very least, you want to do 10, all right? So we get that leg, then we also get this leg doing 10, but also making sure when you're doing this is your foot is on, your toe is on the ground, and you're also trying to create as much space as you can right here. So you're going to feel a stretch right there. You really want to open that up because that's going to allow you to move your feet and your ankles and everything more freely, helping you to move and cut better when you're playing tennis. All right, the next one we're going to do is just ankle circles, all right, while also working on stability in the hip, knee, and ankle. All right, so we're here holding it. One foot is down on the ground, doesn't matter which foot you start out with. If your balance is not that great, you also obviously want to get better balance, but in order to do this, you could also just put one hand on a wall, on a chair, maybe the net, maybe a little pole by the net, whatever you can do. All right, so we're here and we're going circles. Again, we're going 10 one way, 10 the other way. All right, after you do the 10 and 10, then we're going to go side to side. All right, so you're just going side to side, one side, other side, one side, other side, just making sure that everything is nice and loose. All right, so you would obviously do that on both sides. The next one is the calves. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of different options for this one. All right, so one is if you have a wall, or maybe you can put your hands on a chair or the net or a pole or something like that, right? So we're here, and then your heel is coming down. So heels are coming down, and you're kind of marching right in place. All right, just marching in place, and you could also change the angle of it, so we're marching in place just like so, just like that. You go on the outside, just really getting everything loosened up. I would do that for around 30 seconds, somewhere over there, just so you actually feel some looseness and some relief in your calves, which is a very important muscle to have loose and have just good performance for, especially in any of your tennis. All right, so the next option of that, if you don't have a wall or anything that you can kind of hold on to, all you got to do is just put your hands on the ground. All right, so hands are going straight down on the ground, and then from here you're just marching it in place still. Right, so we're here, we can go out wide and then bring it in, turn the toes outside. All right, so really just going everywhere and really trying to open up those calves. That's going to help you a lot. All right, and then after that, the next one is we're gonna work on the hips. All right, so for the hips, we're gonna start with moving laterally. A lot of things in tennis, obviously, is moving side to side. All right, so we're gonna start with the left leg. Left leg is not gonna move. We're gonna step out to the side. Here we go. Just stepping out to the side. And when I'm doing that, I'll turn to the side so you can see. When I'm doing that, I'm stepping out to the side, but then I'm sitting my hips back. So you are going to be feeling that stretch right here in the inside of your leg. All right, so we're just stepping out. Hips are back. Come forward. All right. That one, we'll get 10. All right. So 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. And then after that, we're gonna go in three motions. So we'll go forward, same thing, getting a stretch. Then we'll go to the side, and then we'll come backwards. All right, so forward, to the side, and then backwards. All right, just working that, and then that'll be really good for stretching out the inside of the inside of the legs. That's really important because if the inside of your legs and also just your hips in general are really tight, it's going to be harder for you to move side to side, making it harder to get to those hard to reach tennis balls. And honestly, some of these stretches just feel good too. So after that one, we're gonna move into more of a strengthening and mobility one. All right, so this one, again, you can either use a wall, you could use a partner if you have a partner, or just something to hold on to, or if you don't need to hold on, that's fine as well. All right, so the next one, we're gonna be making circles with the knee. So we're here, or you don't have to hold on. All right, we're making a circle with the knee, boom, a circle with the knee. On this one, you're really thinking about moving the hip, all right? I don't want you guys to start twisting all like this. You're really trying to move this leg as much as you possibly can without really moving anywhere else and compensating anywhere else, all right? So we'll do 5 going forward, so just like this, 5, 3, 4, 5, then the same thing, we go backwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there you go. Same exact thing on the other side, you're going 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there you go. All right, and then we're gonna go to those side to side lunges or side to side lunge stretch. Again, so we're going here, here, here. All right, so we're just going through again on that one, 3 on one side and then 3 on the other side. All right, then after that, we're gonna move on to moving your torso. So especially in tennis is a really rotational sport. So you want to be able to move side to side pretty well, and how you're going to be able to do that is just having some mobility in your torso. All right, so the first one we're going to start out with is making your legs wide. So we're kind of trying to take the hips out of it because we want to just work this part. The hips are going to come along with you a little bit, but we really just want to open up the top portion. All right, so we're just turning side to side. One thing to watch out for in this one is posture. All right, make sure you're not slumped over like this. You're standing up nice and tall, and twist as far as you can to one side, twist as far as you can to the other side, just really twisting side to side. Get a feeling of where your tightness is, where you may need to loosen up a bit, and then I would suggest doing that about 20 to 30 seconds. And then if you need more, go for it. In all of these warm-ups and stretches, anything you think you need more of, if you feel really tight in a movement, I would suggest doing that and doing the movement more so that it opens up, and then you're able to just get the full amount out of the warm-up and the stretches. All right, so we're gonna start out with this one, going 20 to 30 seconds. Then we're just gonna intensify that a little bit by adding your arms into that. So we're going side to side, just like this, going side to side, stretching it out, still making sure that your legs are kind of wide so that it takes the hips out. There's still going to be some rotation, which is perfectly fine, but you want to try to make sure that it's from here to here that you're rotating, not everything in the pelvis. All right, making sure that your chest is up nice and tall. There we go, and then we can bring it in here and then really start to open everything up. And by now you should really be feeling like your spine is opening up. Now we're gonna add some hamstring flexibility to this one. All right, so we're coming down, stretch, come back up. On this one, you're thinking about getting your pinky to your opposite pinky toe. So you're turning, boom. After we get a couple of these in, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. The next one, we're coming over here, and then we're going to open up, open up. All right, so we're kind of just crossing over right here, and then stick the hips back so you feel stretching the hamstring, and then we're twisting. Twist, twist, twist. All right, really trying to open everything up, kind of mimicking when you're moving side to side and you're hitting a ball. So you're moving here, you're twisting, twisting, trying to hit a ball. All right. On the next one is going to be for your back and for your glutes and hamstrings. On this one, you may feel like a little crack, a little chiropractic adjustment. All right. So hands are down on the ground, and the hand that is closest to the leg, that's up, is going to go to the sky. So we're going up to the sky and then back down. All right. Going 5 times. There we go. All right, same exact thing on the other side. Five, there we go. All right, and then notice how in all of these, I am moving. After you're done with some of these, we're actually going through the warm-up, you're gonna feel that maybe you're slightly, I'm not gonna say out of breath, but you notice that you're breathing a little bit heavier, which is good. It's a warm-up. You're supposed to be getting your muscles warm, getting them ready to work. All right. After we do that one, we're gonna go into just a big rotation. So we're going all the way around. Really, really big rotation around. Really exaggerating the movement. So you're kind of hitting everything. Get 2 more. There you go. And then the same thing on the other side. Big, big circles. Big circles. There we go. And then the next one, we're going to open up the shoulders, which are really, really important. And this is going to help open up the, number one, open up the muscles that are usually tight, pulling you forward. But also number 2, warm up those muscles in your back that are going to keep you standing upright and then take the pressure off of all the other muscles. All right, so in this one, we're starting here. Palms are facing down. Elbows are in nice and tight. We're coming out, and then we're squeezing those shoulder blades together. On this one, I want you to pay attention to your ear and your shoulder, right? You want to have as much distance between your ear and your shoulder as possible. What I mean by that is, when you do this, you don't want to be doing any of this because you're limiting your range of motion. You want to pull those shoulder blades down, kind of like you're putting your shoulder blades in your back pocket, and palms start down. We're coming out and then in, out and then in. All right? Just really, really squeezing. Where you're going to feel that one is right back here. So you're going here, you're going to feel that right in the back of your shoulder blade. Right there. So this is how it looks from the back side. Over here, I would do about 20 seconds of that, and just so everything is nice and warmed up. And obviously, if you need to do more, if you have some sort of rotator cuff issues, those are really good to just get everything warmed up so that you can now be opened up and ready to swing from up here, over here, really anywhere. All right, the next one, hands are out and we're reaching. So I'm reaching with this side, right? I'm reaching with this arm, creating space over here, but also I am creating space right here. So you should be feeling a stretch right along here. So we're here, and then the other side. Just reaching side to side. You may notice that one side is more flexible than the other. Just keep going side to side. If you notice that, hey, my left side is a little, I need to get a little extra stretch in there, show some more love. Hold it there a little bit, 1-2 seconds, then come back. All right, in all of these exercises and all of these stretches, what I really want you guys to pay attention to is breathing, but also that we're not holding any stretch. Holding the stretches will be great for after you're done with any sort of movement that you're doing. And all of these, you see that I'm not holding anything. I'm kind of moving through a range of motion, and then just keep going through that same range of motion, just like this. I'm not holding any one thing. We're kind of just moving as you would in the sport. All right, that's the whole point in a dynamic warm-up. The next one is going to be for the neck, just to make sure you can follow the ball right, and it's always good to get some neck stretches in there. So we're going to bring this ear to this side of your shoulder, and we're going to reach down with this arm. So we're really trying to create as much space as humanly possible right over here. And we'll come up, same thing on the other side, creating space right over here. I'm reaching down with this one, and we're just going side to side, boom. And then we'll look down, look up to the ceiling, look down, look up to the ceiling, and then rotate the head all the way around. We get 3 rotations, 4 rotations, and then same thing around again, 4 rotations. There you go. And then the last one, I kind of just like to get the feet, the legs, and everything. The feet, the legs, all the lower body ready to go, and then we'll add the upper body. So in this one, I'm just like kind of shuffling back and forth to stay nice and light on my feet. I'm coming up and down this way. I'm coming this way. I'm going side to side. Just really getting everything nice and warmed up. And now I'm going to add the arms in there. So I'm here. I might come over here. Twist, 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 changing the arm angle. You can go from up high to down low to up high. Really mimicking playing the game, going back and forth, and just getting it ready to move. And then after that, you can go into your drill specific exercises, anything you do before you actually start playing any matches. So that's just a general warm-up of your muscles and all the muscles that you would most likely be using when you're playing. All right. I actually forgot 2. All right. So one of them is for the hamstrings. All right. So heel is down, and then we're scooping and scoop, 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 scoop. There we go. And the same thing on the other side. I would suggest doing 10. I wasn't counting. I don't know how many that was, but I'd do 10. This one honestly feels pretty good. So you could go more, and a lot of time the hamstrings are tight. So you could go 10, 10, and then do that same thing and do that same exact thing again. All right. And then the other one I did forget was nice and wide, and just stick the hips back and reach forward. So stick the hips back, reach forward. Stick them back, reach forward. All right, and then after that, you should be nice and warm and ready to go. Hope this helps out.